about a year ago, maybe more. I was sitting down, I was listening to the radio, and they was like, yeah, the guy that plays Suge Knight, Marcus Taylor, got in some trouble in Miami. So I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah, that was actually 2016 or 2017.
Oh, so it was a while back.
Yeah, I was at this hotel, late night, trying to get to my wife. I got some cheesecake as like a little aphrodisiac. Women like, cheesecake and strawberries. Then I get a call from my agent. I'm sitting in the lobby, which is, it's an open lobby. And I had my foot on the little table thingy. And I mean, I tore my meniscus, and I had surgery, and I'm doing rehab, so it was just hurting, and I just did it to lift it up. I didn't think I was gonna stay too long, but I had a really intense argument with my agent about, being typecast as that gangster or terrorist or bad guy. So then this gentleman, security, just says, "Put your foot on the ground." Like that. I was just like, okay, he's trying to trigger me. But I'm still on the phone with my agent Peter, and I'm just like, no, I'm good. And I'm dismissing him, and I'm still trying to talk to this, because he's yelling at me and this guy, and I'm like, who is this guy? Whatever. And then when I was done, we worked it out with my agent. I hung up the phone. I go to the front desk. She's like, he called the cops on you. That triggered me. So I went at him and was like, yo, you gonna call the cops on me? Really? Where's your superior? Wait, you're not even you're supposed to like talk to your superior. So you just met it in your mind. You gonna you know what you're trying to do to me? I just like, why would another brother try to that? And then I get the usual thing. Please stop. Don't hurt him. And I turn. Then the guy, goes wild, tries to hit me from behind. I'm blocking him, what I'm saying, just blocking him. And I'm laughing, which is bad. I'm laughing at him as he tries to hit me. Then he grabs me and he bites my chest. He bit me. Really? Bit me. So I was like, what the hell? And then he's still trying to fight. I did a judo toss, got him on his back, and put him in a compliance hold, meaning I made sure he didn't hurt me or himself. But I'm noticing at the front desk, there are people screaming, "You're hurting him!"
Oh, Lord.
"You're hurting him!" I wasn't hurting him. But I was in this... See, black people understand. I was in the black twilight zone. and that is when everything... whatever thing you do is considered dangerous and bad. But I didn't do that. But that's where I felt I was in. I said, all right, how do we get this? But then the police came, and I let them go. I told them my side. One of the cops was like, "Oh my God, you play shit. What's good?" I was like, "I'm chilling." I'm chilling. And a medic, he treats my, my chest wound. It was a wound. I'm serious. Bit me on my titty. So I'm like, okay. And I'm telling them what happened. And they saw the footage. He was like, "Well, sir, I gotta say, I have to arrest you because technically you were the person that initiated." That's what we have on the tape. Like, initiate. I was like, all right, okay. But don't care about the whole, him calling the cops for no...
How it started.
Yeah, and he didn't follow his protocol by notifying his security officer.
And he went to hit you first anyway. Though.
Exactly. But I grabbed him when I found out he called the police.
Okay.
And as a black man, it's... I don't want to use this as an excuse, but being black is hard. Sometimes, because we have to literally pretend just to protect ourselves from getting shot or mistreated or whatever. So I'm thinking I'm in survival mode and I'm angry because of that. No excuse. I did what I did, and that was that. But then, I was in, jail, locked up for a day or two, and, got out, paparazzi and all the different TV channels were there and all that. And, that was that. And I learned from it.
You learn from it, and
I just
want to clarify that up. 'Cause a lot of people don't know what happened, and I don't want them to think you out there doing things
I know.
you shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like I can't please everyone.
You cannot.
I can be the nicest. I could be Jesus, and look what they did to him.
Yep.
So I get it. And if you have a right to say anything, think anything negative of me. It's your right, but I don't pretty much do anything wrong, and it's just circumstances. But I've learned from that to be out certain situations where, and I do have security detail that if I have to go places, they're there.
That's good.
Yeah, so we're good with that. You ain't gonna have no problems.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you working on anything right now?
Yes. Right now there is a writer strike, and now there's like an actor strike. But there's still.
How long a writer strike? Because there's a lot of TV shows need to be coming back on. Like P Valley, I'm waiting on that. What? Because of P Valley? I love me some P Valley.
Yeah,
Uncle Clifford.
Yeah.
His outfits he be rocking.
Yeah. I don't watch that.
You don't watch P Valley?
Nah.
And The Shy, but The Shy's coming back on August 4th, I think, or August 6th. One. So I'm happy for that one.
Yeah. I would just say that right now, for instance, if some of these writers, like certain networks, or I would say like Netflix or Hulu, they don't get residuals from that. We do, but they don't, right? And then there's a threat of the AI replacing writers. I don't know how that is, but I don't think you can replace like original thought. But they're fighting for their jobs and their pensions and livelihood, and me as a entertainer and part of the union, I'm going to support them straight up.
Of course.
So yeah, but there are projects still going on.
Okay.
And fortunately, I do have some, like, I'm gonna be in a western, and
nice.
I'm gonna be in an action film. I'm shooting August.
Okay.
Then
you told me about another one you're working on in the car when we was talking.
I don't even remember what I said. Well, I ain't telling that. Nah, yo. Nah, you'll find out soon enough.
We'll find out on that one. I just wanted to test. I wanted to see what you gonna say.
Not right now. Not right now. You'll find out soon enough on that one. It'll be interesting.
Really interesting.
It'll be interesting, but yeah. It's some other stuff, and trying to build a bigger brand. I'm trying to really bring mental health awareness.
That's good.
More to the forefront.
Very good.
Especially among the black communities. And we like it's like we're not, black men and women are not supposed to have depression. Like it's not a luxury. We can't afford to be depressed because we got too much stuff.
Other stuff to worry about.
Yes. But that being said, you have to acknowledge certain things, because if you don't acknowledge it, you don't live long. You just don't.
Yep.
Guys are getting heart attacks. Women are getting heart attacks.
Yes.
Women getting strokes.
Yep.
By worrying, they're messing up their bodies, and they need to really work on their mental health by acknowledging it. I know I have a friend. She's a principal in Detroit. She's principal for elementary school, and she goes through a lot of stuff. But
Detroit, yes.
She goes on drives at night. That calms her down.
No, and when I take a drive, say if I'm coming up here to North Jersey, I like to be by myself. I listen to music because I work with kids, so it's a lot going on in my head sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I focus on my music, and I don't answer nobody calls, nothing like that. Only my husband, of course, but rather than that, no.
I'm with that.
Yep.
I just feel at least you could just think of you have an option to do more, and that's what I want the black folk, our people. When we have things that are available now to us, we need to take advantage.
Take advantage, yeah.
You know, I mean, trust me, I've been diagnosed with a lot of stuff, and back then they were like, nah, there's no, you're not this, you're not that, and my grandma was like, pray on it. You got to pray it away, and I'm like, I hear you, grandma, but I need a little bit more. And they're like, boy, you don't got the luxury of having depression and anxiety. You know, but
sometimes I believe it's the stuff we eat too. People don't realize it. Like, say if you go out and you get like a chicken sandwich, and what if that chicken before it was killed was in a bad mood or acting crazy? They're saying you got his organs inside your organs and it's combining together. See, I don't eat meat. That's why I had to learn on that.
I stopped eating red meat.
Yeah, well, I don't eat red meat. We don't eat chicken. We don't eat fish. Strictly vegetables.
Well, I respect that, but I'm slow with it. But I don't eat meat now because of certain things. I was just like, whoa. And, you know, it's just, and I had to put on, you know, muscle for these next 2 jobs. So I had to put on, you know, and I auditioned for Mortal Kombat Part 2. I was supposed to be Shao Kahn, and it was really good. I had my English James L. Jones-ish accent. It was awesome. People thought it was great. But another brother got it, Martin Ford. He's this really big, 6'11", very muscular.
All right.
I guess he's considered intimidating.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad for him. So now I've got these other 2 projects that I do have. I have to maintain, you know, a certain physique. You know, I start my eating plan tomorrow.
I remember you saying that. Okay.
So I'm not trying to get small.
You were last year.
Because that was like, wow. I just when you're going out, I had a depression. I was going through some depressive things, and when you get out of it, I kind of go crazy. Like, it's just the way I do things. I just go sometimes 100%, and you know, it works for me. I was feeling great, but then, you know, going into my career, you know, they were trying to put me in certain roles that I didn't find comfortable with, and then they would put me on roles where I'm supposed to be a big guy, but I'm only 190 pounds, or like wait, why are you giving me this stuff? You know, so I made my decision. I'm like, let me put on a little muscle again. And my wife is happy. Even some of the fans, they would DM me. They were like, would you put on some weight, please?
he was like this.
Yeah, they were really, like, a lot of fans on all my platforms would just say, listen, no disrespect, I'm glad you're healthy, but, like, you need to put some weight on.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was listening. I was. And then, you know.
You got it back a little something. A little something.
But the healthy way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now, and like I said, I'm working with a writer.
Yep.
We about to do some big things.
What's his name, Hollywood, by the way? I think I met him a couple of times.
I'm sure you met him at least 2.
I think I met him a couple of times.
Yeah. Yes. His name is Marcus Dawson, ladies and gentlemen. He's the cameraman right now.
Sure love it.
and we talked last year. And we had like a lot of like similarities in common. I was a fan of his as a martial artist. He's a great world champion judo practitioner. Trained with the best people all over the world, and he has all these like special like gifts of working on you know, designing clothing and writing scripts. And I'm like, man, let's do something. And I was like, and I'm thinking, I just said, I was like, you gotta just trust me. Because I'm not Hollywood, I just work there. But give me some time. And then we recently just got some good news. And it's just the beginning. It's going to get even bigger. And I want people to sleep on us. Yeah,
I like when people sleep because they make you work hard and things happen. And
yes.
Yep. I know what that feels like, and I love it, though. At the end, I love
it. Yeah. People used to say, like when I was a fighter, because I was a professional fighter, too. It was like,
we're going to talk about that real fast.
Okay.
So I know you're into the gym.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of martial arts. And we actually had a chance to hang out with you last year this time. You went to the gym with Marcus.
Yes, and he beat the dude out of me.
No, he did.
He was so nice to me. Come on, he was. Nah, listen, I'm a fighter. I get it. When I'm learning something, I'm a listen. And if I get my butt hurt, I'll take that as a lesson. He whooped my ass. And I learned on that day. I learned stuff.
But remember that day, he went against this young boy, and the young boy did something.
Yeah.
And it's something, I don't know what happened. And then he told you, he was like, "Mark, you ready?" You was like,
Yeah, I was like, yo, listen, can we say certain things? Okay. All right. I'm old school, and Marcus is old school as well, and he comes from a great pedigree of great champion judo Olympians. You know, his people he's known, and I come from like the stand-up world where I got a lot of champions that know me, so we can get down. But you know, when we stop doing that, then you see the younger cats come. Mm-hmm. They try to pull your card for some reason. They feel it's an itch they gotta scratch.
Yep. Saying I could beat this old joker. Let me see what he got. His name is Marcus Dawes, but I still want to try.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they think just because quiet and timid people are not monsters. Let me tell you, the devil is a lie. The person that don't talk is the one you need to be nervous about. Yep. Mm-hmm. So this guy, young whippersnapper, got all the muscles. His lungs are pink. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He got muscles, and he's everything's bouncing right. So he tries to do some stuff. Marcus, the cameraman over there, right? So something happened. All I remember is I saw when he got up. I saw his eyes. The eyes tell it, and it wasn't like.
It wasn't soft. How it normally like calm.
It was a different type of look. It wasn't even. It was just like, you're my son. I'm your father. It's time for me to son you. Just to know where you come from. And that's the look I saw. He's like, you right? He's like, hey, let's do it again. That was it. My man just wiped the floor with young buck. And I mean, like I said, the younger guy who was like, my height, got muscles, lungs were pink, so he got all that extra energy. Yeah. And, he had to be pegged, down a little bit. And after he did what he did to him, it's like you can either suck it up and ask questions, or you can have an ego. The young boy chose to have an ego and ask some questions. Now that's one good thing. Like I said, an ass whooping is a lesson, but you can learn from it and be better because of it. And don't sleep on folk. Yep. That's the worst thing. Like I used to get that lesson for fighting and wrestling. Just like don't ever underestimate your opponent. Expect the unexpected. Because that's when you don't. Let's talk about fear real quick. People used to say, like, you ever get scared? Heck yeah, I would have panic attacks before every fight. But me being scared means I take this very seriously.
Yeah, you're going to go hard.
Yeah. Every time I wasn't scared, I lost. Yep. Every time, like, I lost twice in my career. Every time I lost, because I wasn't scared at all. So now I be praying for that fear. Like, let me get a little nervous.
Yeah, because when you're too calm, it's like...
Yeah. You're slow.
Yeah.
Like, you're slower. It's like,
I got this.
He got this. All right. Yeah. I'm good. And then it's like,
you get caught.
Yeah.
That's the problem with a lot of these boxers, though.
People don't understand what true fighting is, and it's hit and not get hit, not take the shot. You gotta use that fear so you don't get hit, and you learn defense and counter. Everybody wants to be Rocky's a movie. That ain't real. I mean, Apollo would have smacked that's real. Yeah. God bless the Italian stallion, but Apollo Creed would have whooped him, and every freaking and don't forget Mr. T, he would have whooped him too. Yes. So let's just get that. So learn to act and use your fear. Use that adrenaline. You don't even say fear. Use that thing that you're feeling in yourself to make you form ideas and strategies off of things. That's what I do, and it works for me. So yeah.
That's good. Do you have any belts? Like, are you a black belt?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I have 4 black belts.
Okay.
I have 2 black belts in Taekwondo, one in Shotokan, and one more in Ishinru. And I'm a I'm a crew in Muay Thai. That's an instructor for Muay Thai. And I'm a brown belt in Hapkido. And I've been doing BJJ for 23 years, and I'm still a white belt. But if I need it, it's there for me. I don't really enjoy doing BJJ that much, but I do it because I want to be a complete fighter or a complete person that knows how to protect himself and his family. And you need grappling, period. And judo is definitely something I have done off and on for a couple of years. Nowhere near as Marcus Dawson because he's world champion. But so I try anything that works. I use.
Okay.
I love martial arts. I'm a martial arts geek, so I'm always gonna kung fu anything. If it works, it works, and I like the beauty of it.
So I know you said you did MMA as well.
Yeah. I was more of a kickboxer. My last 3 fights was MMA. No, I'm sorry. No, my last 3 fights was kickboxing, but I did do 3 MMA fights in Russia.
Okay.
And
you went to Russia?
Yeah.
How long was that flight? How long was the flight?
12 hours.
Oh, it's too long. Okay.
Yeah. Long. But they had it. It's a really big.
Nope.
Yeah. I was asleep because I took my sleeping meds.
I don't sleep.
But I do.
I need sleeping meds when I go on a plane.
Yeah, because me too.
I don't like flying.
I don't like flying. When I got married, I had to go flying. I remember my wife was laughing because I was really having a panic attack. So she would hold my hand, and especially when we did the takeoff, I was just like, yo, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm done.
I be yelling at him when he go to the bathroom on the plane. I'm like, why you gonna leave me in the air streets by myself? I'm like,
yeah.
I be scared. I hate
yeah, but it's something
you gotta do. You gotta get to where you gotta get.
Yeah, a lot of things that if it was easy, everybody do it. Success, you have to put yourself in situations that are uncomfortable.
Yeah, very uncomfortable.
You gotta do stuff to get stuff. So it's just life.
Okay, now what advice would you or could you give to someone that want to be an actor, actress?
Okay.
And what's the do's and the don'ts?
Okay. I would say as an actor, actress, well, first as an actor, you have to make this decision that it's going to be hard and you're going to be told no about 1,000,000 times. Same for an actress as well. And I say for an actress, make sure you maintain your I don't want to say, is it dignity? I don't know if it's dignity, and don't compromise to get a role.
And just don't settle for less.
Yes, don't settle for less. For a woman, you definitely need to practice while you're auditioning, and if you don't have a job as an actress, you got to work on your craft. Same for a guy, you got to work on your craft constantly. Learn more. Love to learn. Love to learn the craft.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, and practice. Put yourself on tape yourself. Do social media. This is that time where you can do your own stuff and maybe even get paid to do it.
Yep.
People are doing it with absolutely no talent.
Yep.
The people today, it's like today's talent is no talent. And they're making money. So if they can do it with no talent, imagine what you can do with the talent.
Yep.
And then there's also, you have to network with people. And I would say network with, casting directors, network with directors, producers, people like that. Actors, that's your competition. I mean, it's cool to be nice to them, but trust me, they're not thinking about you like that. They thinking about taking the spot you got. So be respectful, but learn how to work with the people that make the decisions. It's better to be around that, because if you're around something, sooner or later you become what they are. So if you're like with a rich man, eventually you're gonna get rich. So I would say start networking with the people that make the decisions.
It's like being in a room with smarter people than you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And my father used to tell me, when you get married, marry a smart woman, you get smart kids.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the truth. It's funny. My mom used to tell me, like, you always with these career women, these rich. Like fortunately,
yeah.
Every girl I dated was like had, was very successful women.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is her because I saw her and the people around me. Yeah, so I'm used to that, and my wife is definitely that.
Mm-hmm.
And she likes me despite if I didn't have nothing, she still would like me.
That's very important.
Yeah, because that's the thing.
You got somebody you've been with when you was just regular Marcus. Not
Yeah.
saying you're not Marcus now, but Shean Knight and other people and all that stuff. So
this TV show I did for 3 seasons, they love that. They don't even call me show. They say Easto. I was like, oh my. It was on Stars.
Okay.
Called Step Up High Water. And
was that with Neo in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Neo was in it, and I was just like, wow, this is good. This is good, and even now, like before, I wouldn't go on what do you call it, the movie premieres or TV premieres. I just wanted to act, like cut the check and let's go.
Yeah.
But it's more than that. You gotta network. You gotta learn things.
People.
Yeah, you gotta be around people.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta start learning the craft. Go to classes. If you don't want to go to classes, get a coach.
Yep.
And make sure you have a good financial person. Yeah.
Advisor.
A financial advisor, a good lawyer, and until you get your agent and manager, you got to be your own. So you got to I didn't get an agent until I think way after Straight Outta Compton. It was after Luke Cage, because I got Straight Outta Compton and Luke Cage on my own.
So you was in Luke Cage with the other guy. What is his name?
Mike Coulter. He plays Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool. He's a good dude. We're cool, and we hang out sometimes. Nice. And yeah, he went to Rutgers.
Oh, in New Brunswick.
Mm-hmm. And he was the perfect guy to play him, in my opinion. And it was a situation where I had to do the first episode where I'm getting thrown through a window, because I was still doing stunts with the acting, and they were supposed to blow it. So they didn't blow it, but I still went through because I was just so gassed. I was just like, I'm going. So I go through the window. He throws me. I go through the window. Everybody's clapping. This is great, right? I'm just like, oh, went well, good. No scratches. I'm good. Then the director says, "Can you do it again?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm thinking about adjustments, because that's more money. They're getting 10 down, you're getting 20. But come on. But then James Lou, who is the stunt coordinator, was like, he doesn't have to do it. That's the perfect one. You can't get better. And I was like, James,
let me do it again.
And the second take, I went through, and I didn't go all the way through. So I had, it was real bad. I had like a glass this thick in my skull. It was here, it was like in here. I had one in my kneecap and a little other cuts. So I'm bleeding profusely. I can't see because the blood is like pouring as faster than normal. I'm thinking like, yo, just tape this up and let's do it again. Not knowing
you was
this,
bleeding
all
like
this,
that. Oh my God.
It's in my skull. Like usually you think people are dead.
You had to get stitches?
Oh, I had 70 stitches.
70?
Yeah. It was, yeah. And the thing was, I said, yo, do this. Let's get this done. I got to go finish. And the doctor was laughing. You're not about to go back there. No, miss that there. No, you got to stay here at least for a night.
Wow.
And I was like, doctor, either I get my stuff done or I'm leaving to go somewhere else. And he was just, I think he called some orderlies.
To hold you down.
So when I saw them, I was like, my name is R. Marcus Taylor. You might not know me, but in my experience, that day ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna get them hurt. So I'm gonna say, Doc, as I said, am I gonna go? Are you gonna do this, fix this, or I'm gonna go? And listen, I'm gonna go through them easily. I'm warning you this. So he decided to take all it out, and I was out of there like 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went back on set. Everybody was like,
Wow.
and I was like, if I was Tom Cruise, I would have got a standing ovation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But like Michael Coulter comes up to me, you're a legend now.
Wow.
So I was like, bet, Luke Cage says I'm a legend.
Nice.
So I finished the scene, did another scene, and people that didn't like me in the stunt world, like me now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, cool.
Showed you had heart.
When I got home, the pain was so much.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Woo, well, because it was just pure adrenaline and the dialogue they gave me, but and I got more. I could have sued. Everybody was like, "Why didn't you sue?" I was like, I'm old school with it. I am. And it could be bad for me, but it's like I'm old school. So if I say I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. If you hold up your end, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So they gave me extra, more money, and more episodes.
Okay.
To me, that was great because I'm working. I'm like, look, I don't want to get stuff. I want to work for it.
Yeah.
I love working for what I get. It makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
If you get stuff, it's like it don't mean nothing to you. So that's how I feel, and it's made me better, and meeting and networking with people, because now people know, like, wow, he's nice and he can work, and he's professional.
That's good.
He will not stop. He'll keep going.
Keep going.
And that's what people in the industry want.
They know you're serious and
Yes.
you want it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you got to make sure they know, that you want it.
So my last question is going to be funny.
Okay.
It's going to be funny.
Great.
So I know you do the MMA fighting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you want to fight soon?
I'll say this. There's someone out there who thought he could do and say things about me, even to me, but only in public, because he was afraid to be with me in private. I'm not going to say no names.
No name.
But I will give you an announcement probably in
August.
And I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. I'm not going to talk no trash, because I think right now, like, the talking is over with. I don't even want to talk. It's like now I'm just ready.
Okay.
So if it happens, and I think half the proceeds will go to mental health awareness in Black and brown neighborhoods.
Okay.
So we're helping a cause. I'm having my fun with them. And, and honestly, who knows? It could be a positive ending. We'll see.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to get.
Okay.
I said too much.
All right. That was good enough for me.
Yeah. Because you're going to hear nowhere else but here. So, yeah.
So I want to thank you for taking time out.
Thank you.
Finally sitting with me.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I want to thank my viewers for watching, and thank my cameraman back there. And look out for work from Marcus and Marcus together soon in the future.
No doubt.
No doubt about that. And once again, I thank you, and I enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you so much.
All right now.
All right. Peace. She's still...